Hey YouTubers, this is Larry Joe again from Larry Joe Guitars. What I wanted to talk about today is, and this is not going to be any playing, so if you're looking for playing, click on one of my other 90 some videos, and I got a ton of playing on them. But if you want to listen, that's cool too. So obviously, just like you guys, I go through YouTube and see what I see, and there was one or two guys, and then a couple more that I saw lately, putting down some of the viewers, some of the guys that do the reviews like me. Obviously, I don't have a popular channel. I don't have 50 to 100,000 subscribers. I'm good at my 800 right now, so I'm cool. But he was slamming them, saying that a lot of the guys, well, not just that guy, but 5 or 6 other guys, were saying that these guys do reviews on guitars and then they sell it. And review and sell it. Review and sell it. And that hit a chord with me, so I didn't get deeper into the video, and I was like, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm not sure exactly what this guy is trying to push, but I will say this. I remember seeing a lot of different YouTubers do videos, and then you see they have a YouTube channel, an eBay channel that they're selling those guitars on. And I thought to myself, if it's really good of a guitar, why are you selling it? Which is pretty much what that guy was saying too. And then I took a lot of time to think about this and all the guitars that I reviewed, and I wanted just to let you guys know my take on that. My take on that is this. I bought this guitar, which is a BC Rich neck through Warlock, because I really like the Warlock. I just did the review on the other Warlock, the Extreme, and I had no plans of selling this guitar or this one. However, I sold probably 4 guitars to get close to enough money for this one. So, I think of it like this. I have so many guitars that I do review. I do review of every guitar that I get, just so maybe you're considering that guitar one way or the other, and you're like, if Larry Joe did a review, maybe I'll check it out, or whatever, right? Maybe someone's out there. So that's kind of the reason why I always do it, whether I'm going to sell it or not. But at the same time, with all the guitars, I'm going to need to sell some of them, and maybe I'm thinking about different guitars that I want to buy. But so if I say something is really great, there's a good chance that I'm not going to sell it. Maybe I should do like a numbering system, like 1 to 10 or whatever, and then the 10s I usually don't sell. But to me, it's like that. Like this guitar felt great as soon as I started playing it with the crappy tremolo that it came with, right? And the BC Rich pickups that was in it. As soon as I put a 1000 in it, the tremolo is great. It sounds great. I put EMGs, sounds great. I can't see selling this guitar, and I can't see selling that one. Now, I said it about the black one like that, but I still ended up selling it because it was a good deal. The price I got was a pretty good price. It came close to being even on that one. But at the same time, maybe I'm looking for other guitars to sell. So I'll put it to you like this. When I buy, probably other people too, but when I buy a guitar, I'm hoping that it's going to be a 10. Okay? And that doesn't mean I spend $2,000, which I will never do, or $1,000 to try to get a guitar that I think is amazing. If I spend $1,000 to get that guitar, when I pick it up and start playing it, I'm hoping it feels like a 10 level guitar, not like a 5 or a 6, or it's got problems. Because if it's got problems, some of the stuff I can work some and fix, and some I just can't, So, but I have those Firefly guitars. I have the Southern Cross. I have the Alexi V. Those are like 9 and 10 level guitars for like less than $400, you know? So this cost, with shipping, $1,000. Like I said, that was 11.99 before taxes and shipping, which made it 13 something. So, but I got that Alexi V, and I put an EMG into it, and it's like a top level guitar. It can sit with these, no problem. You'll pick it up, you'll think, Firefly, you know, it's not like a BC Rich. But at the same time, you play it, you'll be like, whoa, this feels really great. And that Southern Cross, that dime Southern Cross, I still have that. That sounds amazing. I put the EMGs in it, and it sounds really good. There's the one guitar that I got from Dewey Hall, the Zakk Wylde Les Paul one with the swirl on it, and that I haven't had a chance to change the pickups on that, but I think it sounds great, you know, and it's definitely like an 8 or 9 level guitar. But there are tons of guitars that I review, and I'm like, it's really good, but that could mean it's like a 7 or 8, because I really don't think of it like 1 to 10, but like I said, maybe I should start getting into using the number system, because maybe you guys would understand that if it's at a certain level, and that I might sell it, especially if I dumped $1,000 into this, and I did, and it didn't play the way I wanted, I would return it, or I'd try to sell it. Maybe I could get more on the second-hand market than just returning at the Guitar Center. So that's what I'm going to do. And I have like 4 or 5 guitars, usually on Reverb and eBay most of the time, just because they're great guitars, but for whatever reason, they're not at that 9 or 10 level for me. But it could be you play it and you could be like, this is the best guitar in the world. I've sold guitars to people local, and there was one guy, I had a Brandon Smalls Epiphone Explorer. Some young guy from LA came and he played it, loved it, and he said he thinks it's the best guitar he's ever touched. I didn't think that about it. I thought it's a good guitar. I never did a review on it because it's before I had my channel. I thought it was a good guitar, but there was a couple different things that I didn't really like that much in it. I adjusted the tremolo, and I adjusted everything to make it so where it feels perfect for me, but it wasn't so great. I lifted the tremolo a little bit, gave it to him, or sold it to him, and he thinks it's the greatest thing in the world. So everybody's whatever feels great to them doesn't mean it feels great to me. Like, let me use this example. I have a Jackson Kelly neon one I did a video on. It plays great. I even put EMGs into it. It's got a Floyd Rose special on it. Not great, but it held the tune, and I didn't have any problems with the locking saddles at all. And it's got a maple neck. It looks, with the maple fretboard, it looks beautiful, right? Neon, beautiful. But when I play it, it doesn't play so good to me. Now, for someone else, they could get it and they'd be like, what is this guy talking about? This thing is amazing. But to me, it didn't feel like even a 7 guitar. Not even as a 7. I tried adjusting it. I tried changing things around. I put the EMG pickups in it. I did several things to it, and still, it didn't change from being that way. And so I think that's the biggest thing for me is just, it's got to feel a certain way to me for me to keep it. Or, like I said, financially, I don't want to keep it because maybe I can sell it and buy like 3 other guitars, you know? So that's the biggest thing. Is it a 9 or 10 level? Or is it 9 or 10 level? Or is it at a certain price that I paid extra, but yet I can sell it and get something close to it, or 3 other guitars, you know? I think that's the real reason. I can't speak for other people that do any kind of reviews or whatever. I can't speak for any of those guys, but I can only speak for myself. And for myself, like I said, if it plays and I adjust it and make it the way I want and it's a 9 level, there's a good chance that I won't sell it. However, if it's a 9 level and I paid a little extra and it's worth even more, and I look at all the guitars I have and I'm like, you know what, I can it's okay to sell that one. You know, I look at the guitars also and like, what do I don't want to sell? What, if I sell, am I going to have the seller's remorse to where I'm like, hey, you know, I want that guitar again. I want that guitar back, you know. With the black one of these, I didn't mind selling it because I knew in the world there would be a chance to find this or like the Reptile Eye one, and I knew it could come out and be for at least a better price than what they're going for new. And by the way, they're so backed up. Like I said, I waited almost 7 months for one guitar, and they just said, you know, we're going to cancel it because it's been so long. And I said, good. So it's difficult to get, but you see it. I knew I'd get it. And I wasn't like going crazy, but I definitely was looking for it. And when it came available for a good price, I bought it. So, like I said, if it's a lot of money, there's a chance I could think about selling it just to buy other guitars. So that's pretty much my take on this. And you can see some of the guitars I do a video on, and maybe I'll say it's great and it's out there, and maybe you'll think, hey, why is this freaking guy selling this if it's so great? And because it doesn't feel like it's great to me. It feels good, but not great. And even if I've made different changes to it and it didn't get better, I gotta sell it. Maybe it'll fit better with you. Anyways, I'm pretty convoluted. I'm not straightforward because I want to give you the information and give it to you a couple times. I think it's like a military thing. Anyway, so that's my take on selling guitars. Okay, that's my take. I don't want to be verbose and say more. So I'm Larry Joe Guitars. This is why I buy and sell my guitars and why you could see them out there for sale or whatever. Leave a like if you want, subscribe if you want, it'd be cool. Not necessary. I don't plug the, oh, you have to subscribe or you don't care about me, blah, blah, blah. I don't think anything like that. But please leave a comment. Tell me what you think of this. Say, hey, you're full of crap, Larry, you know. I don't agree with you. You're stupid. You're bald. We don't trust you. Whatever. You know, if it's somewhat creative, I definitely will reply to it. If you're just going to crap on my playing or me and personally, I'm probably not going to reply to it, right? So, and hit the bell if you want to know the next video. Like I said, I got a couple videos I want to make. I usually try to sculpt out a little bit of time. That way I can knock out 2 to 4 videos instead of finding it through the week, because I have a family, you know, and I have a special needs kid. So those things definitely take priority over my time. I don't play outs. I don't play concerts or any of that stuff. I'm not in a band or any of that stuff. So, because family is kind of my priority. I wouldn't mind it, but I've run into too many guys that play guitar and they're just such jerks, you know. So, but maybe I'll do the meeting thing in the future, and some of you guys might want to play and we, you know, and play together. Anyways, that's in the future, and I'm just BSing with a little hint of realism. Anyways, I'm Larry Joe. Thanks for checking this channel out. Sorry if there wasn't any guitar playing and you were looking for it. I like talking too, so that's what this video is. Anyways, have a good night and thanks for viewing this video.